Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Listen, this is post FOMC meeting. There was a head fake out, which I kind of warned while I was streaming live. We're going to get to that. But while I play this 30-second intro, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. All right, here we go. So we had the FOMC meeting, the Fed spoke, and it was generally the same dog and pony show with the questions and answers. He mostly said things will be unchanged. I made some notation, but I need to talk to you guys about something that's even more important when trading during the FOMC meeting. I warned people in the Patreon, and I warned you guys in real time. If you saw the live, please leave me a comment. And if not, you could see the live. I'll leave a link in a box here. Not a link, but you'll see the video pop up as an end screen, okay? There's a lot to learn from it. The Fed kept saying the goal was 2%, 2%, although some thinks that they will wind up settling on 3%. But his goal is to get inflation to 2%. He kept reiterating that unemployment is low. In other words, we need unemployment to go up. All right. Yeah, you guys, I don't even have to say anything. It's just crazy how this thing works. OK. Wage growth has eased a bit, according to the Fed. Inflation has eased, but is sticky, according to the Fed. Inflation expectations are higher than expected. So they expected inflation to be lower than where it is now. They thought by now it would be lower, but it's not. It's sticky. Okay. He won't cut rates until inflation cools. Data dependent. You know, he's been consistently saying that. There was a young lady that asked him, will he still do 3 rate cuts this year? And he pretty much said no by avoiding the question. He didn't give her a direct answer, but he doesn't see any rate cuts coming until inflation comes down, right? It appears that he's going to be reducing QT, quantitative tightening. He's going to be reducing it. And the market at first thought that Powell's speech was priced in, and it actually went positive for those that were watching the live a few hours ago. Now, I'm going to play a part of his live, just like 30 seconds of it, maybe 1 minute. But I want you guys to pay close attention to where the indices are and some of the stock were. So they actually went up and then they dropped. Let's take a look and a listen.
Over time. And we think our policy stance is appropriate to do that. So if we were to conclude that policy is not sufficiently restrictive to bring inflation sustainably down to 2%, then that would be what it would take for us to want to increase rates. We don't see that. We don't.
So as you could see, Microsoft was up 12%. Tesla was up. Amazon, Apple, these were up. Let's keep going.
Evidence for that. So that's where we are.
Was there a discussion about a rate hike at all?
So
Microsoft is up almost 12%. Apple, Tesla's up 1%. So Amazon and Microsoft is loving this.
The current level of restriction. That's part of the policy. And how patient we should be, it's going to depend on the totality of the data, how the outlook evolves.
Victoria. Hi, Victoria Guido.
For those of you that's asking about MicroStrategy is up 30. As you can see right here, MicroStrategy was up 3%. It was up $33, right? And that's what I wanted to share with you. Now that we are on closing bell, we can actually see that the NASDAQ wind up down 55 points. You see that? So it actually wound up down. So it dropped afterwards. And look at what happened to MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy, after closing bell, went down 36 bucks, down 3%. CleanSpark dropped 4%. Riot dropped 3%. Look at that. SoFi and Palantir dropped also. You see that? And look at that. Apple dropped. Tesla dropped. And so the market gave back a portion of what it was up. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Why? Why did I want to show you guys that? Because while I was live, and leave me a coffee cup if you heard it, and this is not about Larry being right. It's about us getting the lesson. I don't care about being right. I care about making money, you guys making money. That's what I care about more than anything. So I was saying that I generally trade the NASDAQ, meaning the QQQs or the SPY, which is the two that actually went down. Let's go back to it. So if you see here, let's look here. So I do call options on the QQQ, which kind of it is in lockstep with the NASDAQ. It's actually the NASDAQ 100. It was up, as you saw earlier in the video. It wound up down. And if you're doing the S&P, if you're trading the SPY, look at what it did. It went down. But you just saw in the video, it was up. So during the FOMC meeting, I generally buy it when it's low, ride it up. I generally do a call option on both. And then I sell in profit, or I set my stop loss. Once you watch that video again, the live video, you will see me continue to tell you guys to raise your stop loss in profit. And that's why, because the market needs generally about 24 to 48 hours to decipher what the Fed just said. And it's just, how do you know this, Larry? I've monitored the last 15 FOMC meetings now, and it's the same pattern, right? Generally, the gotcha questions are more towards the end, though the questions were, just kind of expected. His answers were expected. He really didn't sound hawkish to me, though some may say he sounded hawkish. He didn't. He sounded neutral. He didn't sound dovish or hawkish. He sounded neutral to me. And so these are the lessons I want you guys to write down and remember for the next FOMC meeting, okay? And when it comes, if the market goes down and it overreacts, which it generally does, not this time, and then it starts to go up and you get in profit, lock in profit. I also suggested that I never hold these options overnight because of surprises like this. Now, let's see what tomorrow brings. Let's see what Thursday brings, as the market needs time to decipher what the Fed just said. Follow? So in all thy getting, get an understanding. We understand in this market, right? There's trends. We have to follow these trends. I wanted to share that with you. I also wanted to share another video that I did. You know what? I'm going to leave that video in the box to the right. And I said, they said, and I used XRP for an example. Now, I also said that I traded my XRP, and I knew the XRP army wasn't going to like that, but it doesn't matter. I don't care if I'm holding a stock or a crypto and you sell it. I don't care if I believe it's going to go up. Believe it or not, 100 Larry Joneses are not enough to move some of these markets. We're not strong enough to move something like MicroStrategy, okay? But this is what I want to tell you guys, is that you could get back into XRP. And that's one of the things that I left out. Now that I quadrupled the money that I had in XRP by what? Being in the fastest moving car. For those of you that don't know what I'm saying, I'm talking about crypto now, so forgive me for bouncing. But I sold it because it was not moving. and it dropped down to 50 cents, right? And people were saying, I heard it was going to $500 with no fundamentals and no technicals to bag it up. I know, yes, it could be the world's currency. Some of you guys saying it's going to be the world's currency. Well, until that happens, it's hearsay. And so it still actually moved off of that big news. It still went south, right? So believe things, believe what you see. Now that I quadrupled the money that I had because I pulled my XRP out and got it a faster moving car, guess what? Now I can go back and buy some more XRP, which I will do, but not as much as I had. I had quadrupled the money now. Now I can buy XRP cheaper, right? And I have a pile of cash that I made from not holding what was dead money. There are times when your money is dead in a play, right? Whether it be Bonk, Shiba, Wife, any of these, sometimes they're just trading sideways. XRP has been trading sideways forever and a day. I don't have any ADA this time. Why? It just doesn't move enough for me. Now, if you have it, good for you. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. So I'm not hating on XRP or ADA. I'm just saying that I could get in it at a lower price now than when I sold it. But when I sold it, I got into a car that was moving at 4 times the rate as XRP. As a matter of fact, it kept going up while XRP was going down. So let's not get married to any stock or any crypto, all right? So I just want to leave you guys with this. If you really want to learn, then invest in yourself first, right? Take a few bucks, buy Stock Up You. It's the top link below. Take every single class in this crypto class. For those of you that's in crypto, for those of you that are not, just watch one module a day to make money and learn how to do what? Options. Learn how to do options. Learn how to read the chart. Learn how to do options. Learn how Larry does his momentum trading and his psychology trading. And you learn all of that right now. It is 50% off. One day, I don't know when, it will be twice the price that it is now. Okay. So I just want to make myself clear on the XRP so the XRP army don't come after me. Y'all quit joining these foolish armies. All right. And I know I'm only talking about like 1 or 2 people, but I want you to also know what generally happens to the stock market during the FOMC meeting. All right. I love you guys. We're going to continue to live, love, laugh, and learn and earn. Peace.